A poor and helpless girl knocked on the door. When the girl opened it, she asked, "Is this Mr. David's house?" The girl replied, "Yes, I am Mr. David's daughter." She handed over his lost wallet, which contained a large amount of money, and his personal card. The daughter arrogantly received the wallet and shut the door on her. But the poor girl had been starving for days. She insisted and began to plead. She said, "I haven't eaten for many days. Can I get something to eat?" The daughter closed the door again. Immediately, her father opened it. The daughter rudely addressed her father. "What kind of behavior is this? And who is she?" The poor girl explained, "I returned your lost wallet." On receiving it back, David was overjoyed and grateful. He invited her inside for food, but David's daughter behaved rudely again and flatly refused to let her in. The daughter said, "I will never allow such a filthy, dirty girl to enter my house." David scolded her. "Be quiet! I am your father. How dare you speak like this?" At last, David brought the poor girl inside and tried to explain to his daughter. She did a great favor by returning such a large amount of money. Instead of stealing it, she chose honesty. The daughter set the table but deliberately served the poor girl juice in a plastic cup while placing a glass one for herself. This angered David. He switched the cup, giving the glass one to the poor girl and kept the plastic one for himself. He then asked, "Please tell us something about yourself." The girl was very hungry and remained quiet, while the daughter mocked her again. David silenced his daughter, saying, "She is my special guest. We must respect her. All human beings are equal. God has not given us the right to insult anyone." The poor girl finally introduced herself, saying, "10 years ago, I owned a company, but during the pandemic, our business collapsed. Whatever money we had was lost. That is why I am in this state today." When David asked about her parents, she said, "They passed away years ago. I have no home." Hearing this, the daughter arrogantly laughed and called her a liar. David grew angry. "I did not raise you to insult others. This behavior is shameful." He then turned to the poor girl and said, "From tomorrow, you will join my office. I will give you a job." The daughter strongly objected. "How can you let a stranger live in our house and work in your office?" "I will not allow it." David replied, "How dare you speak this way to your father and to a guest? Your late mother and I never taught you such things." The poor girl stood up to leave, but David apologized to her and explained, "Her mother passed away. That's why she sometimes speaks like this. Please sit and eat comfortably. I will go and talk to her." David went inside to settle the matter with his daughter. He reminded her of their own past. 30 years ago, our condition was even worse. Your mother, you and I lived in the forest in a temporary shelter. We had no food, so I used to search the garbage bins. People mocked me, saying, "You are healthy? You can work. Why search in filth?" But if they could not help me, I only begged them not to insult me. Are we not all human? Should we abandon people in misery? Is this what humanity means? My daughter wants to apologize. The daughter said, "I am deeply sorry for my behavior. I promise I will never speak to anyone like that again. Please forgive me. We want you to stay with us. I will buy you new clothes, new shoes, and makeup. You will also accompany my father to the office." Hearing this kindness, the poor girl was very happy and thanked them. Sometimes